Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro picks it up out wide. Zanetti. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a super give and go. And it's Van Basten! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already. And that was nowhere near his best. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kaká aimed beyond the defence. Lahm. Maradona. Lahm. Ronaldinho. Van Basten. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Van Basten. Kimmich. Now, he's got space here. And this is Van Basten. Good read, needed to be. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Van Basten. Oh, it's a great ball here. Vietnam are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Kimmich. Looking to play him in. Kaká providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Hullet. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Maradona. Knocks it into space. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
England looking to pass their way through. Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Kaká. England do have a chance to counter here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Ronaldinho quietly revving up. He can run onto that. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got away. Nicely spread. Now it's Ronaldinho. Kimmich. Thinks about the shot. Van Basten! Goal! And they're back in front. attempt. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. Vietnam go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronaldinho. Great vision. And this is Van Basten. He has found the way through. Plays it in low. And the finish! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game.
Has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. That's very neat. Maradona. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. Bergomi. And we've reached half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Please watch the screen
Vietnam
if you have a ticket.
are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Kimmich. Haaland. It's Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's onto this. Hullet. And that is a little undercooked. Kimmich. And it's Iniesta. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. Vietnam finding their passes. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Lahm. Iniesta. And it's Maradona. That's been slipped through. And this is Van Basten. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He's found a way through. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Maradona. Iniesta. And he's forced to go back. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Lahm looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho. Iniesta. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Relentless, just relentless. And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So now the difference is 3. Iniesta. And Maradona. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's having a shot! In he goes again. And he hits the net. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Lahm. And the pass is intercepted, and that could set him on his way. Kimmich, Iniesta, and that has left him in a heap. He's played it back. That's good play. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vietnam needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé. Lahm. And it's Lahm. Played into space out wide. Lahm is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's Van Basten. That is a great pick out. He's on it. Can he get away? He's done well to get that. It's Adriano! Oh, taken with style. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? That is so good. Such sharp. And that's that. What a game. What a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gullit is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Adriano. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Vietnam finding their passes. Oh, good ball. And the shot! Diego Maradona out of this world!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Maradona. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Maradona. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Cannavaro. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Played back in. He's beaten the last. He's having a shot! Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Van Basten. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Iniesta. Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Turns and goes back. Gullit. Gullit touches it back. Pinches it off him. Van Basten, who does have an assist to his name. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gives it back. Vieira was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Maradona. And that's another good win of the ball. Messi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maradona. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bellingham.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's intervened well there. And here's Van Basten. It's a promising position. Iniesta. And this is Van Basten. Messi. Bellingham. Iniesta. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lahm. And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution.
England choosing to make the first change. Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Looking for the run. Can he get it through? Now it's Haaland. And it's half-time here. So your views on the first half?
Vietnam certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Remove it, as it is about to be
Vietnam in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are back on the way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm. Kimmich. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro. Kimmich. Van Basten. Lahm gets into a good position. Maradona. Van Basten. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Ronaldinho. Nicely spread. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control. And it's Maradona. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? They've scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
England give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space. Van Basten looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lahm. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's a key interception. Seedorf. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through. Good ball, good take.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That is good alertness. Seedorf. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He is through here. And it's Lahm, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Can he get on the end of this? Lahm. Van Basten. There's the shot! Holland! That is brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now, can they get him away? Oh, cracking ball. Header! And it's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And he was quick to react. Kaka. He can run onto that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lovely, now then. Ronaldinho. Seedorf promptly onto that, and that is that. Kaká looking to run onto it. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Kaká. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bergomi carries the ball down the right. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Iniesta. Lahm. 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Maradona. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Kimmich. Ronaldinho. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lam. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Played through into space. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ferdinand. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Kaká. Great vision. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Maradona. He's away! That's an excellent interception. Bergomi. Vieira. Kaká. Aimed beyond the defence. He is just caressing the ball. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Knocks it into space. That's a goal kick. Lam. Kimmich. Maradona. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. That has ended up in no man's land. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Bergomi. Ferdinand. Bergomi. Vieira. England finding their passes. Kimmich. Oh, it's Van Basten. And it's Zanetti. And Iniesta. Oh, it's Van Basten. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Vieira. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos is fouled. And it's Kaka. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Iniesta. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos. Gullit. Messi. Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Kimmich. He's in a great position here. Zanetti. Very nicely done. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Kimmich. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. And this is Van Basten is on his own. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Vietnam presented with a golden opportunity here. This to go one up. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. England are looking to go forward now. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now it's Haaland.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Played in deep. Beckenbauer can get it clear. Lovely bit of skill. Kaka. Gullit. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Maradona. And it's Lam. Ronaldinho. For Iniesta. And it's Zanetti. Van Basten. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Vietnam are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Can he get it through? Oh, played right into his path. He's found a way through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Vietnam present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Now, power or placement?